So this is actually one of my favorite pizza joints in Atlanta, and it just so happens I did the mural. John is an old friend of mine who had me do some graphics for his very first restaurant down at the Sweet Auburn Market, which is down near Grady Hospital. That was back in the day. And then he opened up another place called Cafaneo over in Avondale Estates serving Greek food, and he got me to do my very first wall mural. So that was pretty cool. When him and Paul decided to open a new pizza joint, he called me up. And this ended up being a really fun project because Johnny kept asking me to do more work for the place. I really like the look and feel of the whole restaurant and the way the design meshes with everything we came up with. So the first thing we did was a logo. We bounced a lot of ideas around. We came up with a Pegasus. It was kind of to be in the same family of images and mythology as the previous restaurant, Cafaneo. The next thing we did was start spitballing on the mural, and since this was only my second mural, I allowed Johnny to have a lot of creative input and didn't charge nearly enough, but I'm pretty happy with the way things turned out. We decided to use other characters from Greek mythology and even use the Acropolis itself in this mural. Athena, the owl, Zeus, and of course Pegasus all play into the layout, and they all kind of fall into the color scheme of the restaurant. I used paint markers, interior walls, and they allow for a lot of tight control, but boy, this takes a lot of time. The outside got all brush paint because the mortar and the brick recessed so deep, I could put my finger into the recesses. I could have used rattle cans, but I hadn't used rattle cans before this point, so the brush really turned out pretty good. The building stands at the corner of Claremont and Buford Highway, and it can be seen from the corner, the KFC and Kroger corner. Make sure to say hi to Paul and John if you happen to stop by for some food. They are busy, but I know they appreciate your business. They're a small business, privately owned. And thanks again, Johnny, for hitting me up to do this project and feeding me pizza the entire time. Appreciate it. Much love.